other thing, actually, is if I wanted to create a shadow, I mean a sort of lighter cloud bank, I don't know how lowering this would be. This is going to dry lighter. I think it'd be very nice. I like it. But if I wanted to pull out in here, pull out more light clouds, then very carefully and watching what you do, you can get a little edge. You might even pick up something in here. Usually, by the way, if you wanted to, you could do a kind of a wash that went down the whole of the paper. You don't have to stop at the horizon. If you want a very clean horizon with no color. But very often, for instance, there's color in here. Very often you want a little orange or a little yellow or something.
That's Brent Sienna?
It is.
And whose Brent Sienna is that?
I think it is.
Yeah, it looks so opaque.
It does. But it's nice.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can try to. It could be Da Vinci. And it's remember the power of these browns, oranges, because it can neutralize and give you a dark and everything, but the red in it is going to just, or sometimes the yellow too, is going to have a lot of information that's going to be exciting. So I'm going to just put.
Got a tube of, it was like, is there such a thing as a manganese violet or something like that?
Yeah.
And it was just so clearly the wrong color. It was just amazing. I mean, it didn't look like the chip. It's completely different.
What is that, leaf green or something?
That's the phthalo yellow green.
Skip's green.
Which, now, do you feel that Skip's green is really the same? Because
It's a little.
phthalo yellow green.
Sort of like that.
Yeah, everybody
yellow.
gives a different, their own name.
But it bec-
That's a
stays
combination
transparent.
of
No, I'm talking about American.
Charming green, ultramarine, and carbazole violet. What I want is this sort of brightness here, from here, that's being cast down. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Here's this rough edge, which I'm just going to leave, see if that can work into something here. I'm going to have something sort of light. My weather phenomenon is a little bit odd.
It looks like it's starting to rain.
That's what I was trying to make this be
Sorry.
rainy. That might be about what I would do on this, and let this dry, and then try to pull up or put in some overlay of some kind of a place. Yes, that's quinacridone gold.
Is that perfectly dry?
Yes, except for the where I had.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is all dry. Maybe we should use a. And then again, come back.
That green looks like that wonderful moment in us, when the light is changing and the greens become so intense.
Yeah, that's what I was sort of hoping, because that this sky is sort of going. Then, all right, I'm going to just leave both of these for right now, because what I think I would do is start going back with specifics, or it's is not a really, well, this is a water thing. Maybe stuff like this, water, boat. I mean, this to me is very threatening. It's also very muted, but it's more threatening than this. This isn't threatening at all.
That one's kind of cheery.
It's kind of
Looks like
cheery.
the storm is almost over.
It's a kind of a clearing storm over the Netherlands. If nothing else, what I want to do when I do some demonstration like this, because, you know, it's not a challenge where I'm going to get it just right and it's going to be a fabulous painting. What it really is showing the freedom that you have to do what you do and to respond. I mean, I say this phrase often, but to respond what you find on the paper. So then you go with it. And I've said this before too. It's like having a third hand or another person or something, which is allowing this to develop, and you go with it and actually respond. Just as Amy is saying, maybe you wouldn't. You need to respond, you know, technically to what happens, even if you had a different idea. This, to me, looks as though it could be really quite beautiful. And I'm hoping that some of the sort of a striation as though it were weather, rain coming, and then maybe communally, so it's not just 1 and 3 hands, it's 24 people. Decide on what you put in there. And I know every painting you're going to do is not going to be you make it up, just sort of say, yeah, or say Netherlands, Poland, the Arctic, whatever. But you want to have those things in mind to bounce off of. I can see, technically, that my brilliant idea of dropping some water, of course, what it does, and sometimes you really want this, it has pushed, because the weight of pigment, the amount of water and the weight of pigment, always, it is pushing some of the, what did I put in there, that red, orange?
Burnt sienna and orange.
Yeah, there's some burnt sienna in there, and it's pushing. And if you really look really closely, you can see where it's pushing and stopping because of the weight. And if you wished, I mean, I will just do this, though I didn't want to, but you can try to pick up some places here. I don't like this closed bridge that came down, so. By softening, or the famous two-brush technique, you can come in here and clean that up and see if that it's still wet in here, so you're not creating a whole new wetness. But oh. Well, now I've got some seagulls.
That's okay.
I know. It's okay. It's better. Okay, let's see. This will just be interesting to see how much this edge, see whether the edge can make sense there. So now it'll have some time. You could go around doing stuff, creating clouds.